Our next guests are from a group called Trans Emotion,
Hi,
and
yeah.
Zoyer Zyndel and Jess Fitzpatrick.
That's right.
And you represent the group.
Yeah.
Or are you guys president or communications directors? What's your positions over
I'm
there?
chair.
Chair, okay.
And I'm the co-chair.
Co-chair, okay, very good. So the chair and co-chair of Trans Emotion. What's your group all about?
Trans Emotion is a 501c3 community benefit organization working to improve transgender lives
Okay.
in the Fresno area through outreach, advocacy, education, and support.
Now, a lot of people, you're bringing education to people. I always tell my trans friends, I say, you don't come with an instruction manual. So, and by the way, I didn't know a trans person my entire life, or maybe I just didn't know I did, and now I'm up to 5 or 6 close friends.
Oh, wow.
And like I said, there's no instruction book. So I think you just coming on these shows and talking about normalcy and what's normal and making everything normal, I think is a big help. But you've got some things coming up.
Yes, we do. We do.
Big protest march for one.
Yes. So we tomorrow, Friday, November 17th, at 4:30 in front of City Hall, we will be there protesting. We're protesting a couple things. One is the outrageous number of trans folk we see murdered and gone to completing suicide every year. And so that's something that we want to raise awareness about. We also want to raise awareness about the no camping ordinance that was passed recently by the Fresno City Council, because that criminalizes the homeless, and many of the homeless folk and underhoused individuals are also members of the LGBT community. And so we definitely want to bring awareness as to how that negatively impacts our community as well as others.
Now, I'm from the 60s. I lived through the 60s, so a protest march is so exciting. So
They are.
There'll be signs and
There will be signs
Marching
and
and-
chants.
Well, we actually won't be marching. We are going to be staying basically in the City Hall area, and there will be chants. There will be, yes, there will be signs. We're hoping to. We're very excited that Mike Rhodes, who has been a long time homeless advocate, is going to be there and speak on behalf of that issue. And yeah, so we're very excited about
well,
it.
tell our viewers, a lot of people miss this. Tell us about the camping ordinance.
Sure. So it's called a no camping ordinance, and the to sum it up, the homeless have two choices. Allegedly, they can either go to a shelter when a police officer stops them, or a treatment center for drug and alcohol addiction, or they can go. They can get their possessions taken from them, $1,000 fine, and some time in jail.
Right.
Now, the problem with this is that currently there is up to a 6-month waiting list for residential treatment centers, and the shelters that we currently have in Fresno do not have beds. So they can barely keep up with the people that do use them now to insist that all homeless people go to the homeless shelters all at once. There won't be any room.
Not the space.
So, and furthermore, we have a very serious problem where trans people and gender nonconforming people are systematically denied access to shelters because it's very rigidly based on the gender binary. You go to a male section or you go to a female section. There's no middle, or there's no, yeah, and it's all based
So
on
if
that.
you camp, I see people all over the tower sleeping on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Now, for one, I don't have $1,000, so I can't pay that fine. How are they going to find people? They're arresting them,
Yeah,
Yeah.
putting
because
them
they
in jail,
can't.
and fining them $1,000.
That's correct. That is what the ordinance is set up to do. That's correct.
And are they arresting people? Are they doing that?
People have been arrested.
Yes.
Yes. Whether at demonstrations, actions, expressing dismay over this ordinance, or just being arrested because they are found to be camping and they're homeless. And there was an individual who is actually arrested in front of the Paparella house.
For camping at the homeless
Yeah,
shelter.
right outside,
Oh,
which
boy.
is often where they kind of end up going anyway. If there's not enough beds, they end up camping, quote unquote, in that area.
There's no place to sleep. You just can't walk around awake all night and go
Right.
without sleep. So.
That's right.
Okay, so that protest will be when and where again?
Tomorrow, Friday,
Friday, November 17th.
correct, 4:30 in front of Fresno City Hall.
Okay. and get some media out there and hopefully get some attention of the
I
council.
sure hope so. We want a lot of folks there.
Now, you have another event coming up, a more somber event.
Yes, we have our memorial, the Transgender Day of Remembrance, happening this coming Monday, Monday, November 20th at 6 p.m. at Fresno State. It will be in the North Gym, room 118. At this event, we specifically honor folks that we've lost this year to murder and suicide and try to raise awareness and our education level around this community so we can hopefully decrease those numbers. We will memorialize these folks through performances, speakers, informational fair, art display, and we'll also do a reading of the names where we'll read each of the names of the folks that passed away this year.
This year, and about how many is that?
I last checked, it's in the 30s. Here in the valley, there's been 5 just this year.
Right. That's a
Just
lot.
this year.
That's
Just
a
a
lot,
murder
yeah.
and suicide.
Now, that's at Fresno State. Where would somebody park, and how do you access this?
There is a code available on the flyer at our Facebook and on our website. And so
We have the flyer on the screen.
right, there is a code that's there. You could punch in that code and you will be able to park for free. The dispenser will spit out a little ticket for
Okay.
you, and you just display that on your dashboard, and you shouldn't have any problem with parking.
Okay. And North Gym, where is that? That's closer to, is it closer to Barstow?
Yeah, so if you go, if
I'll
you're...
tell you this, last time I went to college there for 6 or 7 years, I never saw a gym.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we're not going to be there working out, I promise. But the gym itself is south of Barstow Avenue.
South Barstow, okay.
So if you
Just
park...
south of Barstow.
Yes, there's a parking lot north of Barstow, and then the gym is south of Barstow.
Okay.
You'll walk a little ways, but it should be the first big building on the south side of the building.
Okay. And this will be what day?
Monday, November 20th. Doors open at 5:30. Event begins at 6.
Okay. Is it free?
It is free. It is free, and the larger community, not just the campus community, is strongly encouraged to attend.
Okay. And not just Fresno State students, this is for the whole...
Right.
I would just think Tower District is the center of the universe, but there's things happen out of the tower, I guess.
Absolutely, yeah.
Now, for both of these events, you have a website or a Facebook, or where do people start?
Yeah, we have a Facebook, Facebook/Transemotion, and we also are reachable through 559-464-5806
Okay.
if anybody is not online and prefers phone.
Now, we put all these numbers and websites on the screen, but if you can't find them and you need to reach them, call me. I'll give you the direct number to Transemotion, direct phone number. I'll tell you how to find them on Facebook or something like that. Anything else you want our viewers to know?
Just that we're doing our best to let people know that, the transgender community has more than just trans issues that we deal with. We deal with homelessness, we deal with underemployment, we are ethnically diverse, religiously diverse, and I'm really looking forward for us to making things happen where we come together and start taking care of each other.
Very good. And that happens at Transemotion. You can get involved, right? If people want to get involved?
Yes.
We are always looking for volunteers.
Okay,
So
certainly.
if they're interested in helping out the trans community, yes, give us a call. Check out the webpage, Facebook, and we're particularly interested in people who want to volunteer to help with support groups, and we are working on hopefully starting up a medical resource center in the next couple years or so. So that's just starting up.
Yeah, very
So
good.
yeah,
It's needed. It's needed.
Definitely.
hugely needed.
Definitely.
Go to transemotion.com, Facebook Transemotion. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. We will be back with more Central Valley Business right after this.